And then about a few, you know what they are? Career limiting moves. Like sending that email to that person and you go, oh, gulp, why did I do that? A friend of mine is very, very sarcastic, and she's got a brilliant vocabulary, very dangerous combination. She sends her boss an email saying, that woman in the corner, can't stand her. I want her out. I'm monitoring her. And then first time she does anything, I'm going to pounce on her. Except she sends it to the woman in the corner. Okay, who then sends it to the boss. And she kept her job by a thread. But I also know two women in separate companies at separate times who emailed their spouses about what awful women bosses they had. And the women bosses intercepted the emails and they lost their jobs like that. So we don't want to be those people. Now, in any company, you've got the water cooler crowd. You know those people who love to share. We call it sharing, but it's actually gossip. So they always know what's going on in the company before management tell you. And stay away from them and don't be them, okay? So that's where the lowest common denominator hangs around. Those people are not good for you, for your motivation. Okay, so just be careful of being one or hanging around one. And if you are that person, stop it. Okay, and own your job. If this is your job, do it. Do it 100%. You know, the people I love are those who say, you know what, when I do my work, I sign my name on my work. I'm going, bless you. That's what companies want. We want people who sign their name. Maybe you'll start a business in time to come. You need to sign your name on what you do. Otherwise, it's not good enough for the world. And don't abuse scarce resources. So this is my rule of thumb. I'm really hardcore, guys, so I'm sorry, but these are my feelings. How much is too much sick leave? 3 days a year. More than that, I think you're actually not committed. Social media, don't do it. Don't read anything that's a page or more at work. Do it at home. 2 personal phone calls a day, no more. Don't take stationery home. If you're going to even take a pen, ask for it. And punctuality, if you're not 10 minutes early, you're late. Okay, and you think that's hardcore? How many of you think it's hardcore? Okay, try harder, okay. And I know your bosses have paid me to say this, okay. No, but quite honestly, this is what makes you successful. It's your habits. Now, one of the ladies I was chatting to at Varsity College the other day said one of her weaknesses is punctuality. I said, what do you mean? She says, I'm always late. I said, it's a problem. You'd be fired. That's the same lady who didn't want to make the coffee, by the way. So she was fired twice. Okay, and so if you are always lacking punctuality, you are the problem. Because there's traffic for everyone, even if you live close by. And it's often the people who live closest who battle to get to work early. And then clock watching. Nobody likes that person who at 4:29 his desk is packed and they're waiting to go, like the building's on fire. Okay, so you know, I know it sounds silly, but remember what I said just now, the way you do anything is the way you do everything. So if there's a combination of factors around you, maybe that's why you aren't where you should be. And now's the time to change. And I know I'm preaching to the choir, you're all amazing. I can see it, I can see the energy and the professionalism, but there might just be little things that we're doing that could be, scuppering our efforts to grow our careers and grow ourselves. And then lack of enthusiasm. You know, your manager says, we've got a new idea, and it's deafening silence. Show some enthusiasm. And then what's the definition of commitment? It's doing something with the same level of enthusiasm as when you said you would do it. Yeah, okay, I'll do it. And then you think, oh no, why did I say yes? Just keep doing it. And as I said, gossiping is not a cool thing to do. So, for instance, if you look at the rules of gossip, have you all heard the rules of gossip? Now, some of us call it sharing. You know, when we talk to our friends over a glass of wine, book club and stuff. But gossiping, a few little elements. One, is it nice? Is it fair? Is it ethical? Do I have that person's permission to pass it on? And is it my news to tell? Oh, my word. You know how many times I've wanted to say something and I've gone, it's actually not my news. It wasn't gossip. It was something exciting, like somebody's having a baby, but it wasn't my news to tell. And then also another thing that I think is important. We often place people who start in reception, say, and within 2 months or 3 months, they're phoning us saying, Cindy, I'm ready to move on. I've learned everything I can. I think now's the time to pay back. Or we have clients saying, gosh, this person's been here 2 weeks and they're already applying for the next job. That sort of overly enthusiastic ambition is not always greeted very, very well. You might need to earn your stripes a little bit in that role that you're in. A few other career-limiting moves: habitual smoking. So you get those people who are always out smoking. If that's you, you are putting a target on your back. Just be careful about that. But also from a health, they also say we shouldn't be sitting a lot. We should be standing a lot more. A lot of us are sitting too much in our work. I think I heard the other day we're sitting 8-point-something hours a day. That's hectic. It's not good for us. And then ducking and diving. So when somebody gives you, who's above you in the pecking order, gives you a task to do, don't practice reverse delegation. Always do it, and don't wait for them to follow up with you. Come back to you're done and say, done. People love that.